Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Agnes Makwan and by profession I'm librarian and I love to be around people and talk to them and I try to get what they are suffering from. So from past few days I haven't posted any confession post because I have met 4 or 5 people, those who are juggling in their life due to past life trauma. So today I would like to talk about it. As we all see that life is a beautiful journey, it's a path filled with challenges, setback, wounds, and sometimes deep pain in our heart and mind. Past traumas are emotional, physical, mental, psychological shadows over our present and future, affecting our mental health and relationship and overall well-being. Many people carry them the burden of the painful memory. The moment they wish they could forget the wounds, they hope they will heal someday, and the scars that remember in the mind they would endure. But the question is, how do you truly heal from these wounds? How do you move forward without being haunted by the pain of past? And the most important, how you can safeguard your mental health and emotional well-being in the future. So firstly, we should understand what is trauma. Trauma is basically a setback or series of event or ongoing circumstance that is hurting us a day-to-day life, a single incident or a scar which is left behind. It can be abuse, lack of loved ones, violence, natural disaster, or major life change like divorce or financial losses. The impact of these are, you can consider the biggest one is you are not able to focus. The second, anxiety and depression. The flashback of the intrusive memories, trust issue, low self-esteem, and sleep disturbance. Basically, these major uh, uh, tragedies or impact affect our whole life. Psychological and physical symptoms. Mostly people suffer with the physical symptoms like headache, fatigue, and stomach problem. Second, the part is that how to deal with that. See, healing is a journey. It's not a destination. One has to start from somewhere to reach till the end. It required patience, self compassion, and willingness to comfort difficult emotions. See, firstly, what you have to do is you need to accept it. The acknowledgement of the pain which you are going through in your life is the basic thing which you should accept it in your life. Many people try to suppress or ignore but the healing begins when it's acknowledged. Recognize what you went through and what you are going through, how it is affecting you. Don't judge yourself for feeling of the pain which you have been through. Second, you should seek a professional help. Therapy is the most effective way to cope up with the trauma. Therapists are much professionally trained to help you out, to reach you to the end process of the journey. Third point is allow yourself to feel. Suppressing feeling only prolongs the pain. Give yourself a permission to expand your sadness, frustration, or fear, generalizing the art or talking with the trust of worthy of the person and express them the emotion which you are going through. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Remember, healing will take time. It is a time-taking process, and one must be ready. It might never be completed within a few days or a month, but it will take long gap, and you should be ready for yourself that it will take time. You should celebrate each victory of yourself, each process, each step. And the fifth most important thing is you should try to develop the interest in many other activities like deep breathing exercises, sensory engagement, and mindful meditation, focusing on what you see right now. Creating a safe place is also the benefits, or you can say you can adapt in your healing journey. You should surround yourself with the supportive people and an environment. Establish routine and making feel them that you are not being controlled by someone. That will also give you a cozy and calm corner to sit around and talk about it. Building and self-efficiency goal. Set up a small goal for yourself that what you need to be done, achieve it and celebrate it. Nothing is small or big in the journey which you are battling for yourself, for making yourself up out of the problem. Practice forgiveness and let go. The biggest thing which you can do is just forgive others. You should not have the intention to harm others. It means you are releasing the anger and resentment when we can focus on forgiving yourself and others, not for the sake of others but for the peace. You should adapt the habit of self care. You should regular exercise, eat healthy, adequate amount of sleep, mindful practice, engaging hobbies and activities and the things which you like the most. When we are in some kind of pain, we forgot what we are. We just keep on focusing the pain, but we forgot that we are a human being and we need to grow up. We need to get out this from this trauma. See, third of the major part I would like to discuss with you is how to protect yourself in the future. Basically, what happened in the past won't come back, and we can't just make the correction out it. But for future, we can be ready, and we can change our paths if we are going through such kind of things that it should not happen again in our life. So, majorly safeguarding ourselves from future traumas to be coming in our life, that will be much better. It doesn't mean that you are healing from the danger or pain that will never recur, but it means you can develop a better place, a protective environment for yourself and your mental health. Firstly, what you need to do is set up the boundaries. You should know how to say directly no. Protect your emotion and space, recognize what expect from you and boundaries the essential safeguard for their well-being. I would like to speak a story about it. When I was working on my last workplace, I never said no for anything, and it's been 6 months I worked over there, and for everything they took up my name, and I have to be working with them. It was hectic. Sometimes I lagged my own work, but no one cares. And by default, I was under a kind of mistake over there, and everything highlighted. My goodness all went away. I was new with the job, and I couldn't control myself up, but it hurts me. It would be much better if I would have said no directly at the first place, and I could have maintained my job and everything. But yes, from that incident, I knew that I have to set boundary for everyone, for work, and even for family members that I should say directly no, whatever thing which I don't like for. And the second part is develop emotional awareness. You should set the boundaries for your emotions that, okay, it's time, I can't go beyond it because sometimes due to acceptance of such things, we are distressed. But still, those things trigger us, but due to emotional presence or some kind of being supportive to the other person, we ignore these things, and later, sometime it affects us that we are still suffering. Mindful practice and meditation is the other thing which we can do. What we can do, just spare 10 to 15 minutes of your daily routine time. Try to wake up early and complete your task. I was in one seminar where one lady was telling how to do time management, and that seminar was early by 7 a.m. and somehow I have to leave my house by 6 a.m. and I was all in hurry. I met the lady before time, we had a good talk, and after that she told that how was the day. I just stated it was a hurry-burry day. Then she asked me whether do you know the time of it before. I said yes, earlier it was mentioned that I have to reach the venue by 7, but still I was in hurry. Then she gave a wonderful reply that changed my thought process since then. She told that you already know that you have to get up by 5 so that you can complete your work by 6 and you just can leave your home. But can't you just wake 40 or 30 minutes earlier so you could complete your things in a very sustainable and easy way? That point click in mind that everything which is known to us, if we are aware about it, we should take it. We should try to be mindful in that. We should respect the time and the priority of every work in our lives. Sometimes, due to some workforce or some kind of pressure or completion of the work, we are in a much trouble and tensed phase. But what we need to do is just set a mindful practice of everything according to the time and the situation so everything could go on the smooth pace. The fifth point is we have to maintain a healthy life. See, since I was in depression from last 10 years, I lost my interest in everything, every phase, even working at home or even working at my job place. Some days I'm like, okay, some days I'm being in a very bad mood or phase. Sometimes I don't want to talk to the people, sometimes I would like to share. But you know what? It's the most important thing. The most important thing in your life is you. Until and unless you are normal, you are not on bedridden, you can change yourself up, you can adapt new habits, you can try to improve your lifestyle and health. You could change in your dietary, you could change in your exercise pattern or a walking pattern. You know what? The most important thing is we have to set goals. We have to set what is our priority, what is the purpose, why we are here, why what we are doing. It's just help us to increase our mental stability as well. It helps us to like give us the boost of the confidence which we are having right now. It helps to fulfill which are all our desires. Seek continuity and self-development. You know what? Continuity is the basic thing which we should focus on. Sometimes we are not regular, and that hurts the most, and we just left the things uncompleted. The lastly thing I would like to say that we have to stay positive, no matter what the circumstances are. We have to be positive, though the things are not good. We should speak out and manifest that everything is going on great. We are on the energy at the top, and soon we will overcome. We have already overcome the situation and ready for everything. So basically for day-to-day tip, I would like to suggest you some practical tips that you can involve in your day. Start small. Sometimes we desire to do big things and we set the goal which are very big and we are not able to achieve them at once. And we got discouraged and we can stop that activity or the things which we like the most. But the thing is that we have to set the goal a very small step at the beginning. Whenever I used to make timetable for a 24 hours for my study and job inclusion, I used to set the time that I'm going to wake up by 4 and 4 to 6 I'm going to study this subject, and then I'll be just get going for the job, and by 4:30 I'll be at home, and after that I'll set the timetable accordingly. But every time I used to get fail, I did and that exert me mentally that I'm not able to do according to the work which I only set up for myself, and it hurts. Basically, after having long kind of going hardship mentally over this, I decided that let's be very flexible, smooth, easy pace. If I'll not wake up by 6, no worries. I'll try to complete it after my work. I'll not study 4 to 5 subjects per day, but at least 3 subjects per day, but with constancy. The second thing which I have learned that we have to create a proper routine. Routine must be flexible in some cases, but routine is a kind of timetable which we are going to follow. Sometime in some circumstance, what we do is we have a routine of like maintaining our home, our health, our school, our college, our profession, and suddenly some changes arises and we all got disturbed. Yes, avoiding unnecessary things is very important in our life, and one should avoid them because it doesn't give any fruitful product to us. But enjoying ourselves is also the self love. But we have to create a balance between them so we can enjoy the both phase. Limit the negative influence. There are certain people in our life that used to come to us on a daily basis. with a very negative feedback of their day. Every time they point out many negative things, and they are not even having the hope of living their life in a proper way, but they demotivate the others if they are in a good place. I have a friend of mine, she's one of my close friends, but I made a very clear limited line with her because whenever we used to meet her, she used to discriminate her parents, her job, her financial issues. She doesn't even have a single word positive in her day, and I can't believe her. Everyone is having a good and bad portion in their day. Even if you are getting milked twice a day, that's the goodness of Almighty that He's blessed you. If you are alive every day, though some problems are there, but you are healthy, you are not on the ventilator, or you didn't have any accident, or your loved one is not suffering from any kind of pain or injury, or even tragic death, then you are blessed. So I limit her. Now, once in a blue moon, I had a conversation with her, and I avoid her. That made a deep impact on my life. The time which was saved due to her, I used as a beneficial time for me for learning my new skills and developing new habits for myself. And I'm also in a learning phase. Seek joy daily, the most important thing. Out of all the negativity, we have to seek joy. See, there are many days which we suffer, but some points, some minor minutes of a day bring us joy or even smile on face. But sometimes we are in deep thoughts and negativity overcome all that positivity, and we are not able even to count the point of joy which we had in our life. We have to keep a journal. Yes, tracking our self progress will give us immense joy. Even if you are 99% wrong but 1% right on your first day, it will give you immense joy that you are on a thought of progress. You are on track, you have taken a step for yourself. Celebrate. Recognizing the good part and celebrating it brings a lot of joy that you have overcome the old you and now you are becoming the new one and you have achieved something. You have come so far from the past and you are on the process. You never quit, but you are on the still you are on an ongoing journey, and that gives the hope that you will recover one day. So the conclusion is the power of hope and self-love can bring everything to the normal. Remember, healing is not just a process, it's a setback and normal. Be patient on yourself every step forward, no matter how small and victorious you are. You are stronger than before. Your pain, you're capable of overthinking the wounds you deserve. Your past trauma doesn't define you, it refines you. With love, patience, self care, and determination, you can heal deeply and you can build your future in a safeguard way. The power to heal is to power is to protect yourself and create a life filled with hope. So, this is all what I want to say. Thank you. Have a very good day ahead.